You're listening to No Limits Radio Show on the Vets on Media Network.
Welcome to the show.
Hold on 1 second. Is my mic on, Sam?
I hear it.
Okay, I'm just going to bitch for a quick 15 seconds because my lovely co-host Christina just gave me a nasty look because while driving here today, she's like, I lost my debit card last night. And I'm like, well, you canceled it, right? And she says, well, no, because if they don't have my PIN number, they can't use it. Hello, there's this thing called credit. So I'm like, the credit button instead of the debit button. So I'm like, Christina, you need to cancel it because otherwise someone can just swipe the card, hit credit, sign a name that isn't your name, and maybe down the road they'll realize it wasn't you and you can get your money back. But in the meantime, people could be draining your bank account. So right before the show, she cancels it. And now her fiance walks in. It's like, I found your card. And she looks at me. She thanks him, then looks at me and says, thanks for making me cancel my card. That's all right. That's all right. I'll remember that. Uh-huh. Forget it. I'll never do anything nice for you again.
Right. Okay.
All right, I'm done bitching.
I think, did you cut my mic off?
What?
Oh. Sam.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. All right. We're having a post meeting. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that was more than 15 seconds. Welcome to the show, Celine.
Thank you for having
I
me,
appreciate
Christina.
having you.
Thank you.
So Celine Durney is a young musician, artist, singing artist that I have been following since she was 15 years old. I had the privilege of seeing her perform at Barrett Jackson along with a lot of other young musicians. And out of all of them, I was the most impressed with Celine, with the way that she, I've told you this before, don't look surprised. If you're looking surprised, it's because you're not taking it in. I was so impressed with your voice, the way that your stage presence, and your character.
Thank you.
Your character. I felt like, you know, a lot of times when young musicians, Justin Bieber, for example,
Yeah,
you know, they weren't prepared for success. And I thought, you know what, this young lady, she is absolutely prepared for success.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I know that goes a lot to the credit of your mom and dad for how they've raised you.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I love your voice.
Thank you.
I love everything that you're doing. Okay, I'm done bragging about her. Tell everybody what you've been up to now and what's going on with you musically.
So, well, musically, I guess I should start off by saying I'm a sophomore right now at Northern Arizona University, choral music education major. So it's basically leading me on the path to become a choir teacher. But what's really cool about NAU is that I still get to perform a lot. So I'm in their opera program, their vocal jazz program. There's an a cappella group up there, all-girls a cappella group called the Accidentals. And so I do get to perform in those groups a lot, in those ensembles. And musically, I do arrange a lot of a cappella stuff for my group. I love arranging, and I did it all throughout high school too. And just, you know, writing a couple of my own songs here and there. None of them are, you know, quite there yet just because school has been a pretty big load. But it's a good load, though. That's what I like about it. It's not a stressful load for me.
Sure. Now, why is it that you want to be a choir teacher?
Well, you know, it was funny. When my senior year, I didn't really want to be. I knew I wanted to do something in music. I just didn't know what. And one day my choir teacher left me in charge of one of my music classes, and he left the room for a little bit, and then he came back in, didn't even know he was there while I was like teaching the group, and then he came up to me afterwards. He's like, you should really be a teacher, I think. I said, what? No, I'm not good at teaching. Like, I did not think I would be doing a very good job at it. But he said, no, I really think you should look more into that. So I said, okay. And along the road, I kept switching back and forth. But then I felt like I loved being in front of a choir, not only as a performer, but as someone who could be a quote-unquote role model or a leader kind of a thing. And so I thought choir teacher would be a great job for me to do that.
So my daughter, Sky, goes to Dobson High School. She's in the choir. She's now in Cantus.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah,
the high one. Yeah.
So she made it into Cantus her senior year. I've noticed in this journey that there have been every year they have a different student intern.
Yes.
So is that during your senior year, or is that after you graduate that you do that? And will you be doing that? And do you know where you want to intern? Do you get to choose where you intern?
So what they do is It's right after you do your 4 years. Technically, the choral music ed degree and probably instrumental ed too. They do 4.5 years, and the last half is where you do the student intern or student teaching is what they call it.
Okay.
And sometimes they let you have a preference where you want to teach, but most of the time they will choose for you. And right now I can't really decide where I want to be or where I see myself at. I would love to be, in a high school or junior high school setting. But a lot of people, what they do is they only get 2 options. They either teach in an elementary school, junior high, high school, and they can only choose 2 of those 3 to student teach in. A lot of people do the elementary school and the high school just so they get that range of younger children to older children.
Sure.
So I'm not really sure. I've got a little while to figure out where I think I want to be at and student teach, but I do have an idea of where I want to student teach at because of the teachers I have met at a couple different schools.
Are they here?
Are they here?
They're over in the Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert Valley-ish. Actually,
Okay.
more Tempe now that I think about it. But yeah, they're in the lower part of the valley.
Okay. So not Dobson High School?
Have I been to Well, actually, my Mr. Carpenter, he was my junior high choir teacher, and I did contact him, but he never called me back. So
I'll talk to him. I'm part of the Orpheus Society now.
Oh, great.
So I will be talking to Mr. Carpenter.
Thank you, Christina.
All right. Now, I know that you also have you've got a CD out.
Mm-hmm,
You have a new CD. I have your first CD. I'm
Yeah.
very proud of that. So tell us about the new CD. How many songs are on it? What was
Okay.
kind of the guiding force behind it?
I would definitely say the guiding force behind it was God. And I know I don't want to get into religion or like that, but that's really,
We can talk about religion.
I felt,
It's no limits.
there you go. I felt like it was definitely inspired by him, and it was a project. Well, let me start over. So I have a lot of friends of mine who are right now serving missions for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as Mormons, and I realized how much.
I'm sorry, there was
No,
just
it's
something
okay.
the way you said that. You're like,
Mormons.
AKA Mormon.
No, it's
and
so,
air quotes.
No, it's so funny because so many people get like the two. They think they're separated, but it's not. A lot of people think that they're 2 different groups, but they're the same group. So I didn't mean to be
It's
like.
okay, sweetie. It's all right. I didn't.
It's okay. So I have friends of mine that are serving missions. I have one in Brazil, Germany, oh my gosh, Africa, Mozambique, like just all over the place. And I wanted to, keep in contact with them, keep writing them, but I figured, that's a lot of writing. And then one day I got an idea. They actually kept writing me saying like, hey, if you come out with a new album, send it to me. And I said, I think I should do that. So I did a lot of religious songs and songs that they grew up listening to, like in church and things like that. And I put them on a CD and recorded it at a studio, and it just came out this week. So now I've been spending like this weekend giving them out to my missionary friends and their families and things like that, and anyone else who will listen to it. So I feel like through this CD, I'm in their shoes. I'm, being a missionary with them. So.
And it's so efficient. Instead of writing a letter to everybody, you're just going to do
Mass media, baby.
this is the younger generation. This is the way that they look at things. How can I be really efficient with this? I love it.
Thank you.
And for our listeners that would like to obtain the CD, I know that there is a special offer.
There is. The first one to text the word SINGS, that's SINGS, to 90210 is going to get the new CD brand new. However, if you are one of those T-Mobile people, one, I'm really sorry, and 2, you have a different number. It's 89800. So for everyone in the world besides T-Mobile, you need to text the word SINGS to 90210. If you unfortunately do have T-Mobile, it's 89800.
Do you think everybody knows how to do that? So you're gonna go to your text messages. You're gonna put in the
We're going to go to compose. I mean,
Yes.
if we're going to give the instructions, let's give them literally.
Right.
Hit compose.
right, and in the place that you would normally put the number, you're gonna put 90210 or 89800. and then you're going to go somewhere to get rid of your T-Mobile service. Okay, but anyway, and then in the text message area, you're going to type, not write. I can just see somebody writing.
On their cell phone.
Yeah, you're going to type SINGS, and then you're going to hit send.
That's right. So if you knew how to send a text message before this broadcast, you might now be confused. But anyway.
Okay, so I know that you last night, that was a PSA for somebody, okay?
Oh no.
Somebody.
Oh no. T-Mobile and every other carrier out there, their phones are all now blowing up because everyone's confused at how to send a text message.
Hold on a second. Is T-Mobile an advertiser? And they're never going to be.
No, come here. We'll help you. We will help you people. So anyway, but back to Celine. That's
Okay.
what we're here for.
All right. So, and you also have a website where people can get more details.
Yes.
Share with them the website because I'm not going to pronounce it.
It's well,
Can you spell it?
yes, I will spell it. I will spell it rather than say it because I can't say it. I shouldn't say that, but if I do pronounce it, it's just not correct. So it's www.celine, Celine, and then Mireille, MIREILLE.com. And there's also a Facebook page, and it actually just takes you right to that. So if you just type those two names into Facebook, you'll be able to find it on there.
And we'll share the link on the No Limits Radio page just to make it really easy for everybody. Okay, so I know that last night you performed at an event and you sang Amazing Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Now you said that you like performing. How do you feel do you like performing with a group? Do you prefer performing solo? How did you feel about that? Because I would be terrified getting up in front of, singing in front of anybody. I would be absolutely terrified.
Oh, and I mean, I got my knees shaken, and I was also wearing heels. I don't normally wear heels when I perform, so that was probably another factor of my knees shaking. But so singing by myself and singing with other people, they're both kind of different experiences. Singing with other people, I can feed off of like the energy of the people that I'm singing with, as well as the energy of the audience. And then when I'm singing by myself, I kind of, have this little, I feel like I have like someone next to me, so I can feed off of. It's almost like this something that's not there. I know that doesn't make sense, but just like I would say God, standing next to me or something, just positive energy to keep me calm, and then also the energy off of the audience as well. So I do like feeding off of other people's energy when I sing. So.
I'm really glad that you clarified that because I didn't know if you were announcing.
Your face, you're like,
She's got an invisible friend? Like,
no,
she's civil?
I'm not.
Which personality are we talking to right now?
Yeah.
Can you bring the one that can sing? Because that is why we brought you here today. Okay, good.
No worries.
So, can you sing? Can you perform for us one of the songs that you wrote from your first CD?
From the first CD?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. I can't remember last time I was on here. I did sing.
You did the one that was for a wedding.
Okay then.
Yeah.
That one? Okay,
Yeah.
So I will do the other one then.
Okay.
Unless, do you want me to do the one that was for your wedding or?
No, do the other one.
Do the other one? Okay. I think. Sorry, I'm just adjusting microphone stuff. Oh, that's good sound. Okay. So this is. Do you want me to sing the whole song or just a little?
Just a little.
Just a little snippet of
Yep.
it. Okay, no problem. So this is One of a Kind. This is a song that my mom wrote about my dad. It's a poem that she wrote about my dad when they were dating,
Okay.
and I just turned it into a song. So, 6 chord. Okay,
Maybe we could write a Facebook post and then she would turn it into a song.
if you want me to do that, I can write like a theme song for the show if you want me to.
That would be awesome.
Oh my gosh, that would be incredible.
Do you want me to do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I will.
Just make me the nice one.
Oh, Michelle and then the Christina.
Yeah, because she's being mean today.
Okay, so this is One of a Kind. You've got my heart in your hand, something special, something grand, and I can't say how I feel, so taken back by the fact that this is real. Every beat stays in time. Every magic rhythm is a sign that it's true and simply one of a kind. Oh, outside there's thunder rumbling, breezes blowing, trees brushing up against the sky. Here we've got fairy tales, swimming pools, birthdays, and banana cream pies. Well, it's raining, sweetheart, so bring me a drink, and I'll be more than happy to sing about how you've got my heart in your hands. Something special, something grand, and I can't say how I feel, so taken back by the fact that this is real. Every beat stays in time. Every magic rhythm is a sign that it's true, and it's simply one of a kind. There was a mess up in the chords right there, but that well.
None of us
We
know
didn't
that.
know.
Okay.
Every time I hear you sing, I get chills over my entire body.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you, Michelle.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so I know your career path is teaching.
Yes.
Would you ever perform on one of those singing contests? Like,
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And in fact, I did. I don't know if I told you I auditioned for The Voice. Did I not tell you
No.
that? I auditioned for it. I want
at the end of the interview, she.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, here's what happened. So it was the summer after I graduated high school, and I was thinking, okay, so I want to audition for The Voice. If I make it, then I can, pursue that. If I don't make it, then I will go to college, no problem. And so I did the audition and didn't get a call back for it. And so I walked out, and there was a lot of people around me that were like very upset, many people crying and calling their moms on the phone, like so distraught. But I just remember walking out and feeling totally fine. Like, it's okay that I didn't make it, just wasn't my time at that point. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to college and I'm not upset. And I absolutely love the experience that I've had at NAU so far.
But you're gonna audition again?
Yes.
Okay.
It depends, and I have to figure out timing for that as to when I want to do that. But I hope that in the near future I can still, do that kind of a thing.
So, would you ever audition for America's Got Talent, or what's the other one? There's America's Got Talent, The Voice, and
American Idol.
American Idol.
American Idol, I'm done with. My sister and I actually, I don't know if this is bad to say, but we told ourselves if Scotty McCreery won American Idol, I would not watch the show anymore. Because here's my reason. Scotty McCreery is a very wonderful, talented country artist. If the show were called Country Idol, absolutely, he could totally win it. But the show is called American Idol. You have to learn to sing all these different styles. And that's what was so good about Carrie Underwood. Even though she's a country singer, she was very good at singing pop and blues and all these other genres. Whereas every time Scotty McCreery sang, it was always some country
That's
song.
true. And
I think
didn't
she
think
doesn't
about
like country.
Oh no,
No, I'm kidding,
it's
I'm
not
kidding.
that. No, it's not that. Yeah.
But you mentioned your sisters, and actually you have some duets with friends and also your
Yes.
sisters on the new CD. Is
Yes,
that right?
Yes, I do.
What music artists really influence you?
Oh, music artist or artists? I have a lot. I would say definitely
In 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, I can say Jason Mraz, John Mayer, Mika, Alicia Keys. Gosh, Sam Cooke. A lot of older artists. Michael Jackson. Gosh, there's so many.
Well, and I would love for you to see. I know that you sang "Amazing Grace"
Yes.
last night.
Yes.
I would love to have you sing that as we go out of the show.
Okay.
But first,
Yes,
I do want to
before we do that.
Yep.
Go ahead, because you're going to tell people about Thursday, correct?
Yes. Thursday, we're going to be at Raven's B2B networking event.
We are a featured business.
We are a featured business.
Yep. Please have our song ready by Thursday. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we're a featured business.
And so we're going to be broadcasting live at the event, doing the show.
What time is that, Christina?
It's 5:30 to 8.
Okay. I've had some people ask. So it's 5:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Yep. The purse process is the woman who does the purse process, she's going to be there, and we're going to grab a few people, and she's going to do that live. We'll be interviewing some of the people that are there also, and just doing a really great show. Next Saturday, we have a show that's all about beauty. We've got a hairstylist. We've got a makeup artist. We have a fashion stylist. We've got Ron Tatone, who does makeup. We have Fawn Chang, who does fashion, and the hairstylist
Is Sarah Stein.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I was like, when you sent me the picture, I was like, is that the hairstylist or is that one of her models?
Yeah,
gorgeous.
No, she's gorgeous.
Yes. Okay. And so to take us out, Celine, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Always a pleasure. All right, and so she's going to take us out with Amazing Grace.
Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. This has been No Limits Radio Show. I'm Christina.
And I'm Michelle.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light